Uh-oh, what's happening? There's something wrong here? Uh-oh. Everything appears to be good. But we're not rolling for some reason. Maybe it's the batteries in the transmitter. Yep, there we go. So it's been a while since I've run this between my Big Rock series, the WL Toys series, and my work obligations. So thought I'd get back to this one, show it a little love, since I don't know if you can tell, but I enjoy blue trucks. I want to take it a little easy because I'm sure if you look at this, you can see the GoPro mount is precarious at best. But I thought this was a cool area, and it's definitely suited to the way that I like to drive the Kaiju, which is basically just street bashing, but on dirt. Oh, there we go. Already lost it. Oh, boys. So I don't have another one of the good mounts that use the stickies. And I was trying this suction cup thing. I figured if it was good enough for car driving, be good enough for RC driving, but
wrong.
Maybe if we get off the bumpy parts. There's a pretty neat flat spot over here I wanted to go to. But this area, I know from experience, this area isn't going to be like this for long, so I'm trying to get as many trips out here as I can. This is where we were yesterday with the Punisher, and it seems rain washes away all sins because the shenanigans I was pulling in there seem to be basically all gone. This little pool over here is where I wanted to kind of ride it. It's a little wet. And bumpier than I thought. Yeah. Let's see. All right, there it goes. Maybe I'll just set it up on this little pile right here. Next time we come out, we'll have a good mount on this one. All right, I guess we'll just improvise a little. Get this stick out of here. You know, the more I drive the cars I pick up, the more I realize it's really hard for me to pick one as a favorite because they're all basically my favorite. I mean, I'll qualify that a little bit by saying I do think that in terms of price and all the other things considered, I think the Big Rock is probably the best vehicle you can buy. The better you are, the better it gets. A lot of upgradability. You get a lot right out of the box. But I think they're all, you know, there's something fun about all of them. One of the things that has me concerned right now in this current era, particularly with the economy right now, is that it seems to be pretty common to be raising the prices. So one of the things I'm a tad concerned about is, you know, this thing was, I wouldn't say it was a hot seller, the Kaiju specifically. I wouldn't say it's a hot seller. There was, when it came out, I know a lot of people were interested in it because it's new and one of the first full Redcat designs versus one of the ones that had some crossover parts. But the price hikes on the Arma 3S line have me a little interested and a little scared, to be honest. And same thing with the Redcat. I noticed the prices creeped up on this. I think I purchased it for retail from Redcat for $399, and I believe the pricing right now is $429. There's some places that have had stock where you can find them. I was at an RC shop a couple weeks ago in Boston, and they were still charging the $399 price. I'm assuming it's because that's what they bought them for. But this uptrend in pricing has got me a little concerned for vehicles like this, which are really good vehicles, but didn't really take that well at the lower price point. And maybe not specifically. I'll have to do another comparison video and really think about this. But you know, hiking the price $30 kind of puts this in a different category. The over 400 category gets competitive with 4S Arma vehicles. Even though it's only $30, there's something to be said for being in the threes, even if it's only $399. The argument that the Haas starts to look pretty good, you know, I think one can make that if they're only a few dollars different in price. I don't think where I am in my RC life that I would ever recommend a Traxxas over anything else, just because of how predatory I think the ecosystem is. But you know, if you're the kind of guy who's interested in buying one thing and wants that one thing to work well, you know, the Max, Haas, X-Max, I think those are all viable products. I have quite a few hobbies, and I've noticed the up pricing peeking into a lot of my hobbies. I do computer stuff for a living and maintain an interest in consumer computer parts as an enthusiast. You know, I do a lot with camera stuff for my job and my own interests, obviously. And to see the inflation and the price changes happening across the board on anything that has a power button or takes a battery is kind of troubling. Depending on who you talk to, you know, some people have thought that RC was dying because of the expense and the saturation of low quality Chinese brands and parts that were just frustrating folks. You know, I had a video a few months back when I was doing my granite build about the Ghoul RC brand brushless stuff. It wasn't received very well, and I didn't really have much of an audience at the time. You know, not that I do now, but you know, very low sub channels get very low quality participation until you, I don't want to say build a brand, but that's kind of what it is. Like, you know, if you guys click my videos after being subscribed, you know it's likely going to be a bench and some hands. But back on track, that video wasn't that well received because the sentiment generally was, you know, you get what you pay for, and don't be surprised with the Chinese crap. But to be honest, you know, I spent $60 on a 80 amp ESC and a brushless motor, and I wouldn't say that's chump change. The one I ended up going with, which is pretty close to the system that I have in the WL Toys, was the Spectrum Firma kit, the 85 amp combo with the 4000 kV motor. That was $100, so, or 99 bucks. And it was available for discount. I didn't buy it from Amazon, I bought it from Horizon Hobby, but it was available with a discount code on Amazon shortly after I picked it up. So it's one of those things where the price isn't that different, and you're getting really low, generally low quality comparatively. And if the inflation starts to hit the Chinese products, which I expect it will, between the tariffs and the political landscape between the U.S. and China, you know, we end up with a problem. I've tried a few times on Reddit to build some community building posts. You know, I live in Central Florida. There's a lot of people here, and I never see anyone with trucks or RC cars. I see there's some older guys with planes. But trying to build a community in the hobby was tough before. You know, with rising prices, it might be impossible. I know these aren't very big jumps, but can we all appreciate how well the Kaiju jumps for being short wheelbase? It does tend to tumble. I love this thing on 4S. I've tried it on 6S, and it's just a backflip monster. Oh, we took out the camera. See if we can settle it back in its old spot. Here we go. Just want to pop over this hill right here and check my truck's still there. Yep. I think this is one of the cool things about the Kaiju is, you know, this whole spot is pretty large, but the area where I've been making most of this video from isn't really that large, and you can have a lot of fun with a small space because of how punchy the truck is. I don't think it gets enough credit for not necessarily needing something as wide open as like the Punisher or a Creighton or a Max or an X-Max or something like that. Obviously this isn't in the same league as an X-Max, but even though they call it 8 scale, it doesn't really need 8 scale space. One of the early videos I have on this was a discussion where we chat about some issues I have with the steering, and I never really got to the bottom of it, other than after spending a lot of time with the Redcat support and getting to know Shade from Redcat on a first name basis for a couple of things. The consensus is just drive it on dirt and you don't notice, which is true. It doesn't track straight on pavement. I don't know if it's a tire thing, you know, there's slop in the bell crank or whatever. It doesn't track straight on pavement, but when you're on dirt and changing directions constantly and trying to reverse for jumps, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna regret not bringing my third camera out for getting some of these cool landings. It's all right. I filled up a 4 terabyte drive already. Damn it, we're stuck. Should we do the old, what's his name, Kevin Talbot footage? He gets teased a lot, I think, but he seems like a cool guy. Damn it. Look at those beefy wheels, fellas. Some of my most popular videos are the T-bone install videos, and I saw, if you guys have a kaiju, comment down below. I saw T-bone released some stuff for the kaiju. If you'd be interested in an install video on that, you know, leave a comment and a like or something like that. Those are kind of my favorite videos to do, where I just take something apart and tinker with it. I mean, I like to play with the trucks, but filming them is hard for me between the time constraints and, you know, same shit everybody else has. But it's pretty easy to throw my bench camera on after everyone goes to sleep. Dang it. That's one gripe I do have about this thing in terms of its performance as a monster truck, is it tends to want to bounce on landings. Which I suppose by itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. Oh, land it! One of the things I haven't really done yet is, at least as in my RC career later in life, I raced a little when I was a kid. Is trying to get into some of the racing stuff, but you know, I see short course trucks and buggies and stuff like that that are built for racing, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to build, like, if there were folks around me, to build like a monster truck racing league. It's kind of built with, like, you know, stuff like this in mind, where you just have a series of low face berms to hop over. I mean, you obviously can't make it too technical, but I think it'd be kind of a cool novelty, fun league. You know, everyone, I don't think I could do it in my areas. Like I was saying a while ago, there's just no people here, at least I haven't met any, that are on Reddit or in Orlando Facebook groups, or Central Florida based Facebook groups. There's a crew that's a couple hours away from me. That one definitely broke the bumper. One of the lesser known qualities of the Kaiju is how efficient this hobby wing system is on battery. You know, this battery is, I think it's 6,200 milliamp hour, 4S. And I'd only charged it to 410 on each cell, and I mean, I feel like my GoPros are gonna die before the truck. Oh, what was that? Always happens when you're the farthest away. Look at these tracks. Dog or something? Anyway, I've been saying this a lot on these types of videos, and I don't know which one will go out first. Maybe this one, because it'll be easier to edit versus my Punisher, but you know, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I know my videos are long and not many of you watch to the end. But I do appreciate all the people hanging out. We'll let's put this on there for the ride back. See if it'll stay. Nope. All right. Anyway, like I was saying, I do appreciate you guys the people who are constantly watching the videos. You know, I see a lot of familiar names with likes and comments and stuff like that, so definitely appreciate it. I think what we're gonna do for the last walk back, rather than wait for the battery to die, is I'll just do a couple of quick speed hits over here. One of my favorite things is the blow by the camera. It's a little drifty. There's one thing out here you don't want it to hit. That's what it hits. My rear lights have been blinking since basically second or third time I got it, but those front lights are strong. Almost got full throttle. Oh, there we go. LVC. Let's see how long we were recording on that. Dang, 40 minutes. We got 40 minutes on a 80% charged battery. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know if you appreciate this style of video, the bash and vlog kinda. I don't have a cool name for it. I know a lot of other fellas, this is their type of content, and I'm more of the workshop guy. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you're into seeing more of this type of stuff, or don't care and just think I'm cool, drop a sub and a like. Thanks for watching.